The 1-0 Decorah Vikings will have their home opener this week as they take on the Walk-On Indians. We're here with Viking coach Pat Trewin, and Coach got the victory on Saturday against the Crestwood Cadets. And I'd ask you about the game being postponed on Friday night, but that just kind of seemed to coincide with the week that you had when it came to getting ready for that game. It was quite a week in preparation. To explain all the things that were going on last week as you got ready for your season opener.
Yeah, there were, I don't think we've ever had a week like it. On Monday, we had called off practice to help look for the young person who was, who had left the building, and we're proud of our guys for going out and trying to help in that. And also the other teams around the school had done the same thing. And that was good and important. And then we had 2 different days of lightning where we had to get off the field and not be able to practice for a full practice. And then the 3rd day where we got a full practice, it was probably about the hottest day of the summer. So it was a challenge. And then of course, Friday night, we postponed till Saturday because of the storm. So we're real proud of the team because of that. The execution and the concentration were still pretty good. It was a first game. There's still plenty to work on, but we're very proud of what we were able to do.
Other than the stuff you just mentioned, what made you most happy based on your on-the-field performance on Saturday?
Well, to be able to execute and align properly in the passing game, also on defense, to be able to get the stops that we needed to get while we were out there, but we executed our plays well enough to get the scores, and we needed those scores to get going. We knew that they would throw some stuff at us defensively that maybe we haven't seen. They aligned differently and blitzed a lot to try to take away the run game. That opened up some of the big passes that we were able to get. So execution in the passing game, and then we were solid in the kicking game as well. Brody and the PAT field goal team, 2 wonderful field goals, and then the rest of the extra points. And those field goals weren't, little short chip shots. They were long ones, one into the wind. So, for a first game to be able to do that, we're very proud of that.
And in that first series of the game, you got that 69-yard touchdown pass between Keenan Tyler and Noah Stortz. When you have a big play like that early in the game, how much of a shot of confidence does it provide your squad?
Yeah, that was exciting, and the confidence was high there. Sometimes you worry if you score too quickly, too easily, will you find a way to let up? But our guys didn't. They didn't. But getting that early score, we also are very confident that our defense and our special teams can get some stops. But it was a real big one. It was a beautiful play, well executed. Been working on it all week in practice, the times where we got to, and they were able to connect.
And on the defensive side of the ball, you had 4 consecutive stops to start the game, and you had a comfortable lead before you gave up a score. What was the most impressive thing on the defensive side on Saturday?
Well, to get out the first game, get your proper alignments, and to be able to play physical. And I think we played pretty physical up front on defense. We had some people that were executing in the defensive front, Stortz and Osley and Yelly and Finholt. And then, that left people open for our linebackers to make plays. Keenan Tyler made a ton of tackles there in that first quarter and a half. So we were able to really get a good lead. So that the defensive execution of the scheme was really sound.
And of course, it's week number 1, and you mentioned there's a lot of things to work on. What tops that list as you prepare for your second opponent?
Well, I think number 1 for just us is just really firing off the ball. I think there were some times because of their alignments and blitzes, we had some hesitancy, and we need to know where we're going and then really get after it and get off the ball. That's it won't work that well against Walk-On if we don't just snap off the ball and get after it. So we're working on that all week. And then Waukon always poses a threat of just about anything that can be run. They're able to run it. They run multiple formations, and they try to take advantage of your misalignments. And if you start misaligning, they're going to keep taking advantage of it. And they're always a strong and physical team. I know they graduated probably 12, 15 ball players that really played a lot for them, but they have 4 or 5 guys with some experience, and then they've got some real talented kids coming back. So it'll be a challenge, another rivalry game.
And you mentioned your opponent, the Indians, coming to town this Friday night. Obviously, they had a tough loss in week number 1 against Waverly Shellrock, but I'd imagine you're taking the perspective of a wounded Indian is a dangerous Indian, correct?
Yeah, they are. They're full of pride. I mean, you're state champs, and you've won all the games that they've won. They're going to come back and fight as much as they can, and they will be able to execute better. I mean, so many of those guys, that probably was their first taste of varsity action, and against a Waverly team that is really, really strong. I mean, they're deep and big and physical, and for a first game, it's a hard draw for Waukon.
All right, Coach, keep your kids healthy. Hopefully you can move to 2-0 after this week. We wish you best of luck.
Thank you, Darren.
Vikings and Indians this Friday night. Decorah and Waukon's rivalry continues at Viking Stadium.